you really highlight on financial wholeness.
Yes.
Compared to financial freedom. When I'm hearing you talking, I'm like, man, Tiffany, you on to something. You know, I just want to encourage you to keep going, and thank you for doing that, because that is my goal one day, to be able to bless my parents tremendously. The hardest part about me is I have 4 parents. So I have 2 biological parents and 2 step parents.
Okay.
So the only reason why I haven't cut a check yet is because if I cut a check for one,
They're gonna become.
you know what I'm saying? If I cut a check from my mama, my daddy's gonna be like, okay, where my check? If I catch a check from my daddy, oh my gosh, my mama's coming for me. So I'm sitting here like, okay, God, what is that strategy and how can I be a blessing to them? Because I'm watching my parents, and my mom and my other father had to raise 3 children, me and 2 other siblings. And then my dad and my other mother just had to raise me. And they all made a lot of sacrifices for me and my siblings. My mom quit her job just to take care of her 2 knucklehead boys, brother. You know, and my dad retired early from the military because my last 2 years of high school, they wanted to ship him overseas, and I couldn't go. And so he was like, no, I don't want to leave my son.
Yeah.
So he sacrificed and left the Army early and went civilian just to make sure that I graduated high school. And it's so funny, your parents upset about a C. My dad was happy if I got a C. My dad was like, boys, please get a C. Please get a C. Please, please, please. You know, and so when I hear that, I'm like, man, I look forward to that day where I can cut that check.
Yeah.
But talk to us about what is financial wholeness.
So I came up with so the teacher in me was like, Tiffany, you were taught to teach to the 80% of the classroom. So in any classroom, you're gonna have 10% that are like really quick to catch on. They got this. They might even need to be skipped.
Okay.
And you're gonna have 10% that might have some developmental challenges, and you're like, okay, extra support is needed. But 80%, you know, the concept, they can absorb the concept, they got it. And so what I noticed in our space is that people started to just teach to that top 10% of like, this is how you make $1 million a year. This is how you make it. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But where is the 80%? Where is just like, where is the stuff for the preschool teacher, the mechanic, the nurse who might not ever, she doesn't want to necessarily start a business, maybe she does, but where's the stuff for her? So if you're not a millionaire, does that mean you don't get to live a good life?
Ooh.
I refuse to think that if I stayed a preschool teacher, that meant I would not have a good life. Not that the direction I was going in, you know? And I said, so I started to write Made Whole, which is a companion book to Get Good with Money.
Yeah.
From the perspective of, this is for the teacher, the mechanic. This is for like that Tiffany that if she had not started a business, you know, I would have had because I had my side hustles and things then, you know, but like that regular everyday person. So what is that? Because financial freedom to me means almost like you have this like pile of money that you don't have to work anymore. And that's ideal. And I would love that for everybody. But what if that doesn't happen? This is the what if that doesn't happen. And it's like, so it's these 10 components for financial wholeness. Your budget, savings, debt, credit, learning to earn. So that's the foundational components of financial wholeness, like mastering those things.
Master those things. What was number 5?
Learning to earn.
Learning to earn. Okay.
And then 6, so this is like the next level to financial wholeness. It is investing for both wealth and retirement. It is insurance.
Okay.
It is building your team,
Yep.
your financial team. It is your net worth.
Ooh.
And last but not least, estate planning.
I often get questions about life insurance, where to buy, how to find affordable rates, the simplest application process, and most importantly, where to secure coverage instantly. Like, people don't want to wait a long time. They want the coverage right now. Giving the startling statistic that nearly 40% of African Americans do not have life insurance coverage today, it's even more critical to address these questions. My recommendation to all these questions is simple. My friends over at Ethos Life Insurance. These are the people who hold my life insurance policy. You see, their mission is to simplify life insurance and make it accessible online to everyone. No paperwork, no medical exams, or check this out, no blood tests. You simply answer some health questions online, and just like that, you could secure coverage the exact same day. But the cherry on the top, family, Ethos offers an incredible deal that I wish I had when I signed up with them for my life insurance policy about 2 years ago. You see, when you secure a life insurance policy through them, they will throw in a will and estate plan for 100% free. I'm tripping and I'm excited at the same time because I personally spent $2,500 on my estate plan at the beginning of this year. So getting it free with a life insurance policy that might cost you as low as $50, that's a no-brainer. I mean, like none. Don't just take my word for it. You see, Tanner R., a customer, secured a $500,000 30-year policy without a physical exam through Ethos. He says the price was great. The process was completely easy. You see, Ethos truly values our time. You see, Alex got approved for a $1 million policy in just 5 minutes. She said, simple and straight to the point. Comments were, surprisingly, user-friendly and great communication. So, are you ready to protect your family's financial future? Don't let this statistic define you. I want you to get covered today and get a will and get the life insurance policy and get the what's it called? The estate plan for 100% free. All you gotta do is go to anthonyoneal.com/ethos. Again, that is anthonyoneal.com/ethos. Secure your coverage today and ensure peace of mind for your loved ones. All right, let's get back to today's show.
So these are the 10 components. If you can master these 10 components, so whether you're 25 and making 30,000 or you're 85 and making 300,000, you can master these 10 components are available to anyone across the financial spectrum. So if you master these 10 components, then you will reach what I call financial wholeness, which is when you will be able to financially sustain the life that you desire.
Wow.
You know, like in its most basic form. So maybe you don't have a yacht, but you can go on vacation.
Ooh.
Maybe you don't have the Lambo, but you have a nice solid car that gets you back and forth. You see what I mean? So that's the 80%. And so the teacher and me, I wrote it step by step by step. There's homework and each of the steps.
Yep.
I show you how someone else has done it so you can follow along with it.
Yep.
I have stories from people who read Good with Money, how they did that step. Maybe there was a single mom. Maybe somebody had just lost their job. Like, for example, the story about insurance. I talk about how I lost my husband and how really, in the estate planning chapter especially, and how that really changed my perspective of what estate planning really should look like.
Yes, yes.
And so, like, 'cause I wanted to integrate not just like, here's how you do the steps, but here's how it looks like in the real world, you know? And then give you a chance to practice. The teacher in me was like, you're gonna get the chance to practice these steps. And so I'm just really proud of Made Whole because the workbook that you could take with you, it's hardcover.
It's needed.
Because I wanted to be able to open it and write in it.
Yes.
You know, and so I'm just really happy. So it comes out tomorrow, and I'm just like excited for people to get into their hands.
Yo, listen, we dropping that. We dropping that. And I want everybody to get that book and walk through that process because this is literally, and this is why she's on the show. She literally teaches everything that I teach, and I want to support her. I want to help her win because this is everything that we need. I've been real big on estate planning for especially for people of color.
Yes.
Because we're not doing it.
No, we're not. Even candidly, like, so I thankfully had a really amazing financial advisor. So she, sometimes, you know, you don't realize, you're like, what's that whisper that God's been telling me? And it was like, I was making a lot of money, and I was like, okay, I'm really good at making this money. And I knew how to invest, but not at the rate that I was making and the kind of money that I was making. It was just beyond me and beyond anyone in my family, you know? And so I was like, okay, I need help with navigating at this level. So I got a financial advisor. And I remember I was annoyed at first because we actually didn't focus on the money part at first. In the beginning, she was like, I need to see all your financial paperwork, all your insurance policies. I need to see your husband's pension. I was like, girl, come here. I got money. How do I make this grow? She's like, It was the found. I did not understand, you know? And so we went through all that. She's like, you're underinsured, Tiffany. You need more insurance. You need this. I mean, she got us. The beneficiaries are like this. Like you're like my husband has I have a bonus daughter, Alyssa, and her mom was a beneficiary on some of the accounts because when he first started working for the city, you know, they were together.
Right.
So she was a beneficiary on those accounts because, you know, you don't think to update your benefits, so all that was updated. Exactly. And me and Shantae are cool, but I'm not cool. It's like, oh, you know. So all of that stuff. Thank God for all those things.
Yes.
You know. And then we got to like. It took about a year before we got to like. Okay, here's how you start to grow wealth with the money.
Yeah.
That you have, and that estate planning, like it's your beneficiaries, updating them. It's your will. And candidly, we literally a week prior to him passing away, she was harping on, get your will finished, Tiffany, and we hadn't. Because I'm like, we're at the time, he's 41.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we're so young. Well, you know, we're gonna do it this week, we're gonna do it. Yeah. But it was really like a year. She was like, your will. And so we had done about 85% of estate planning, but that 15 that we didn't do, let me tell you.
Was it, you felt it?
Felt it.